Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of EDU 600. I hope you're doing okay on this very rainy day in Maine, April 1st. And I want to welcome you to week number 11. And week number 11 starts on Monday, April 3rd. So we're getting there. Hang in, everybody. I thank you for the effort that you've put in so far this semester, and in advance for the effort that you will be putting in over the remaining few weeks of our class. So thank you for that. So let's get right to week number 11. And I guess before we get to that, I would like to say to everybody, I do apologize for not having your experimental critiques back to you yet. I attended a conference that kind of wiped me out for a couple of days this week, and it put me behind. So I do apologize for that. I will have those assignments graded by the end of the day on Tuesday. So once again, your experimental critiques will be back to you on Tuesday. So let's get to week number 11. Week number 11 is on mixed methods. And as the type of research is explained in the title of it, it's really a combination of qualitative and quantitative methods. Now, researchers sometimes use this approach because the numbers or the text in qualitative research, they need more information. And let's stick with the first part. If a researcher conducts quantitative research, they get really numbers to analyze. But oftentimes they might see that something was a 4.2 on a Likert scale of 5, and their entire research gives them numbers, which they do analyze, which we know about, but they might want to know more. They might want to know just a little deeper beyond the numbers. And I'll give you an example. I was involved with some quantitative research when in Maine we have a community forestry program called Project Canopy. And Project Canopy was a program that was developed probably 18 years ago, almost 20 years ago in Maine. The first thing that we did as an organization, we sent out surveys. We analyzed the surveys. It gave us numbers, and we were playing around with new titles for Maine Community Forestry Program. And so what we did, we conducted the quantitative research, but then we felt like we needed to know more. So then we conducted some focus groups on the words and wording, and we came up with Project Canopy. And I can tell you, I was shocked. I participated in the focus groups. I was on the other side of the mirrored glass. And there was the reactions to some people when it came to canopy, the word canopy, was it was almost powerful enough that we almost decided to not use that word. What we were thinking going into it was this whole idea of about a forest canopy is comforting. It's cool in the summer, on and on and on. But we had 2 Vietnam vets that participated we had 3 focus groups, and both of them thought that the word canopy was kind of a scary word. And it really had to do with their time spent in Vietnam and Agent Orange, etc., etc. So oftentimes the researchers do use both methodologies to get at what is the information telling us. So that's what we're going to be doing this week, and I'll walk you through exactly the materials. I'd like you to read chapter 13, watch this video. Then I'd like you to briefly read one of these articles. I put different articles in here that you could take a look at. I'd like you to read the article, then evaluate the methods, the data analysis, the results, and the conclusions. So please don't go overboard. I'm really looking for a very succinct description of this. Keep it to 100, maybe 150 at most words. And I'll give you the permission. You can talk about both mixed methods, meaning the qualitative side and the quantitative side. but you can also focus in on just one aspect of it, the qualitative or the quantitative side. So that is it. Now, I did say finally down here, I'm holding an optional Zoom meeting for our class Monday, April 3rd, 7:15. Here's the link. Really what I intend to do in this is answer any questions that you might have. There've been a bunch of questions about the experimental critique and the final critique that we have in the assignment. So I'm going to walk you through the comparison matrix that you will actually fill out, and then we'll talk about the final assignment, including for those that have quantitative research where there's a lot of statistics in their research. I think one or two people in our class actually have a dissertation that they're using, and in dissertations there's usually pages and pages of statistical analysis. I'll talk about that, but in a nutshell, I don't want people spending hours upon hours upon hours trying to decipher what the statistics are and explaining each one of the statistical tests that they use. I really just want you to look for statistical significance, meaning the p-values, if they are available, but this is not the major aspect of the course, nor is it, to me, a major component of the final assignment. So we'll talk about that, and hopefully some of the fears that you have will be alleviated. Well, I won't say eliminated, but hopefully after we have a Zoom meeting, you'll feel better about the final assignment. So that's it for me. I hope you have a wonderful week. And once again, don't kill yourself on these discussion posts. So where are everything? Here's the Zoom information, Monday, 7:15 p.m. There's the link. An advanced organizer for week number 12. We have coming up, not until April 16th, the data matrix or the comparison matrix. And then down here, there's a separate discussion forum for everybody for each one of the articles. So if you read Exploring Out of School Play and Educational Readiness, this is the one you would use. And there's one for each one. So that is it. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you can make the Zoom meeting, that's fabulous. If you can't, don't worry. I'll record it, then post it the next day. Enjoy the day, everybody, and I'll see you online. Bye.